name's Lucas and I'm 11 and I go to Ōpaki School and I'm year 6.
My name's Jacob, I'm 11. I go to Ōpaki School and I'm year 6.
My name's Hugo Black, I'm 12. I go to Ōpaki School and I'm year 7.
My name's Ella and I'm 8 years old and I go to Ōpaki School.
My name's Eden, I'm 11, I go to Ōpaki School and I'm year 6.
I like to spend time outdoors with my friends and family on farms because I like to help out friends with their farm. I like about farms that you get to share sheep, tag, and do a whole bunch of fun things like driving a tractor.
My favourite place outdoor is probably the tōtara tree that's down here is pretty cool. I like playing around with my friends down there. Planting here is really fun as well. I just like helping out with nature and stuff.
The outdoor project I like to do is tracking and trapping. I think it's important because all the rats and possums eat our native birds' eggs and also destroy the plants' leaves so that harms them.
I like to do tracking and trapping so we can stop pests from eating our native birds, because if the pests eat all the native birds then we won't have any native birds left. It's important to keep planting trees for the birds to lay nests in.
At school, I like to do outdoor projects as like outdoor survival games and like do my work outside because it's like refreshing and I get to have time with nature and like thank it. I think it's important to look after birds, lizards and all that so we can have like better biodiversity and like look after our native birds and just enjoy it.
Trees provide us with oxygen, so that's kind of a big thing. But then without trees it would just be hot all the time. We would have no shade. There would be no places like this. And yeah, I think we should keep caring for trees because it's just fun and you can learn about heaps of things. Life is an ecosystem, so life cycle. So the bigger animals feed on the smaller animals, and then they make waste, which is fertilizer for the trees. So it's kind of just life's building blocks. It just keeps everything in place.
Trees help us to survive and also help our wildlife to survive. It's important to protect our wildlife because that's helping all our animals grow. Because if we don't have even one single thing, there won't be food for another thing and it ruins the food chain.
I think it's important to plant trees because then we can have more oxygen and wildlife.
I've heard about climate change and how it's affected the planet by how it's melting all the icebergs. That causes the flooding to happen, and it also is heating up our atmosphere, making it harder for some species to live. A changing climate could affect us by getting rid of some of our food sources and flooding areas and causing us to not be able to eat. To prepare ourselves for climate change, I think we need to set up ocean barriers and make sure our sand dunes for like floods, and we also need to make sure we're sustainable so we don't keep on accelerating it, causing more bad storms.
I haven't heard really about climate change. I have experienced a big thunderstorm at my grandma's house. It was pretty scary.
I haven't experienced much flooding and stuff, but Cyclone Gabrielle was pretty bad. But my family went through that up in Auckland and stuff, and I don't really like it because it just wipes out everything and just makes disaster. Climate change is quite a big thing. It's like last year it was quite cold, and then this year when we got into summer it instantly went hot. It's been changed. It's like life's greenhouse. It's just trapping in carbon dioxide and stuff, and you can't. It's just hot, really hot, and it's killing off heaps of stuff. When I'm at my grandparents, they have the news on, and I keep hearing about climate change and ways we can help and stuff. It's killing away all the greenery, so we won't have much trees left, like that beautiful tōtara we saw back there. It will just all the moisture will get sucked out of the ground, and there'll be like nothing to feed the trees. To prepare for the changes, we could firstly stop driving around in cars all the place. There's public transport like buses and trains, and then also you have a bike at home, you're just going down to the shops, might as well take the bike, saving our planet heaps of carbon dioxide.
At our house we had a flood that almost went over our bridge. It was flooding everywhere. We couldn't go outside because the rivers were too flooded. I reckon that the floods could kill the trees and all the creatures living in the trees. We could plant more trees, so then if some trees die, we have some left.
I experienced Cyclone Gabrielle a few years ago. It was like lots of rain and wind, stormy. I think floods, storms and droughts could affect us in the future. To prepare ourselves for the change in climate, we could plant more trees earlier and look after them.
I want to be a bioscientist, so they design stuff off biological features like trees, for example. They could make a structure for a building out of a tree. It's just cool basing stuff off nature.
A job I'd like to do one day is a civil engineer or an engineer, because I can build roads and bridges, but also it's got some part in nature where I can make sure all the other animals and plants are not affected.
The message from me is for anyone, just keep doing what you love doing and just have fun with it while it lasts.
Just stop polluting our earth. It's terrible.